All right, SyntheticMan. I've talked about him a couple times. He's someone I'm also vaguely familiar with, just because people want me to talk about him. I figured I'd make fun of this as well. I talked about early in the stream during the YouTube part where I was lamenting how on 4chan the forum doesn't have like a good reputation, and it kind of saddens me because there is a part of me that's like, I used 4chan from the ages of, I can't remember. I was introduced to it in ninth grade, and I used it all the way up until around when 8chan became a thing, and I was participating in that. And then I would still go back to 4chan for anonymous posting every so often until, like, I don't even know. It was sometime after Trump got elected where it just became like completely unusable across all boards. So in a way, it's still kind of like home. It's like a thing that I use that I have a nostalgia for. And to see like how much people in there hate the forum, it's kind of upsetting. You know what I mean? It's like I would like there to be some peace and harmony, but apparently it's literally just the anime shit. Like that's what they all hate me for. So I don't like anime and I don't support lolicon, and I generally see the pornification of 4chan as a bad thing, and that's why I'm not cool anymore, chat. But one of the favorite things they like to say, and I'm not entirely sure why, is that they like to say that the Kiwi Farms is ran by trannies, which is not true. It's not ran by trannies, and it never has been. Like the one original admin that we had way back in the day, that shrooned out, he left, and then supposedly Feline Dark Mage was a tranny, but if anything tranny related with them existed, it's like he didn't manifest this on the forum at all. It's not like he was active participant in like censoring tranny discussion. So I'm not sure what the point is. On 4chan, they're more censorious towards tranny discussion than the Kiwi Farms is. But this synth guy, I guess he's more popular with the 4chan types, and he calls the Kiwi Farms Kiwi Turns to show he's cool. He's in the know. He posted this on his community happenings post, which drew attention to him. He says, I don't normally do this, but some of you need to hear this. If you aren't watching the videos, you need to unsubscribe. You are an active detriment to my channel by being a dead subscriber. If you see my videos and choose not to click on them, just leave. Seriously. The logic that you already know the show is bad and you choose not to click makes no sense, because you should know all the games that I review on my channel are mediocre or worse. You're not supposed to watch the video. You are supposed to watch the video because you find me entertaining. I'm not informing you of anything. I'm simply giving you my opinion. So why are you still here? Also, enough with this Dunning-Kruger nonsense about whether or not I am shadow banned. I didn't even mention that in this post. Clearly, some of you are triggered by the idea that my channel is being suppressed in the algorithm, or you are trolling. Either way, you are making a fool of yourself. That's a very quintessential spiral post. But apparently, SyntheticMan disagrees with this. Posting about how your channel is dead on your channel is not a lolcow trait, he says. In fact, it is you who are the lolcows.
Someone was saying this is bait for Kiwi Farms, or because it's lolcow. Yeah. On your way to becoming a lolcow with these kind of posts, I tell you what. I understand you're pissed by the low viewership of the Fallout show, but man, you're giving the Kiwi Farms runes. They're trying to make you a lolcow more ammo. This almost looks like something DSP or the like would do. I mean, see the comments and responses comment below. They're here and licking their chops at the idea of a new lolcow. So let me get this straight. It is lolcow behavior to tell people who don't watch your content to unsubscribe.
Yes. Because it's, number one, you're on YouTube. So you're already a soy golem goy slave to Neil Mahan and the algorithm. So that's step number one. Okay. Not everybody on YouTube is a lolcow, but every lolcow is on YouTube, basically. Effectively. With some exception. Number two, It's a way of shifting responsibility for your faults onto other people. That is one of the most quintessential, and I've often rejected this idea that it's up to me to decide who a lolcow is. And over the years, I've become more permissive about who is allowed to have a thread on the forum because clearly, if there's interest for someone to be discussed on the forum, then there's space for it because it's just an internet site. So why not just allow a thread for somebody? So when people try to say like, because there's especially outside of the kiwi farms, there's this idea that there's some kind of vetting process, like we pull out like that meme about skin color where it's like if it's light then it's okay, if it's dark it's bad. Like I can pull out some kind of thing and like eyeball it and be like, yep, that right there is some new content, some LOL cow content for our farm. Like that's how it's supposed to work, and I've always rejected that. I'm not the arbiter of what is and is not a lol cow. Humor is subjective, especially a very weird niche, like slice of life, downfall of human being, human tragedy, comedy and tragedy. That's very subjective. So my opinion, quite honestly, when it comes to a lot of things like that, it doesn't matter at all. But I will be so bold to say that one of the most quintessential traits of any lolcow is their complete and total inability to learn from mistakes. The better somebody is at learning or the better somebody is at not learning from their mistakes, the more of a lolcow they are. Quintessential examples, of course, being Chris Chan, who never learned a fucking thing a day in his fucking life. Made the same mistakes that he did when we were talking last that he was doing in 2007 or whatever the fuck. Exact same shit going on. Never learned a fucking thing. Boss Man Jack loses it all every day as the sun doth rise. Goes to sleep broke, having lost another $1,000 as the sun doth set. Never learns, never evolves, never adapts, never changes. There is only Gamba and crack. Ricada has his entire life fucked up. His career thrown into jeopardy, his easy ticket to money taken out of his fucking hands, his beautiful family torn apart. And what happens? What happens at the end of it? Has he changed? Has he evolved? Has he learned a fucking thing? Nope. Same Ricada as Ricada always was. Perfect example. So when you say my channel's not doing well and it's the fault of people who subscribe to me but don't watch my videos, you're taking the core fault, which is that people don't want to watch your videos, and you're making it their problem because, or you're trying to insist that it's their fault that your channel's not getting more viewers because they don't watch it, which is silly. Like sometimes my stream loses viewers. Like it just happens. Like I had a stream recently. I was disappointed that it didn't break 3,000 for the first time in a while. And right now, I mean, I have X open for the first time, and X calculates views in a wonk. I honestly just need to take X the fuck out of my view count because it's completely fake. But right now, we're sitting pretty good over 3,000, and that's just because I'm switching things up again. I'm trying to do longer streams, better streams, and hopefully people recognize that I put more effort into my streams now than I do at some points where I just kind of have to do the best that I can with the time that I have. But if you don't critically evaluate what you're doing, you're never going to improve. And people are, when it comes to media, more critical and more like discerning than they are for anything else in their lives. Like if something's not entertaining to somebody, they won't fucking watch it, period. And it's one of the easiest things to do. Not watching a video on YouTube that you're not interested in or don't think will be good is the easiest thing in the world to do. Because it's not like there's a salesman in a store. Like, that's how they get people. The salesman's like, hey, do you want this? And you're like, no, thank you. And you're like, you feel bad because you had to say no and walk away. And it's like, it's cringe and awkward every fucking time. It's not like that. Like, there's no pain in not watching the video. There's no time loss in not watching a video. There's no investment loss. You can watch the next one if you think that one's good. Like, there is no barrier whatsoever in stopping somebody from not consuming content. And that's why, like, entertainment as an industry is so cutthroat because there's a limited amount of man hours that exist in a day. The human population as a whole only lives 24 times its total number. That's a finite resource. There are only so many hours in a day, so many people on Earth, and so many hours that those people spend awake. And only so many hours of those hours can be spent watching media. And if you make money from media, you have to fight to entertain as many people as possible for as long as possible. Like that's the entire industry. And if you can't do that, it's very easy for people just to click X and fuck off. So yeah, it is really lolcow to be like, it's your fault for not watching my videos.
I seriously want you to mull that over for a second, because if you say yes, every fucking YouTuber is a lolcow. You know,
It's
what
true.
did the standards for
It's
lolcow
true.
used to be?
Oh, he agreed with my point A. It's completely fucking true. Okay, I'm glad we're on the same page.
I raped my mother. You know, that's Chris Chan, the most famous one of all time. I abandoned my fucking daughter. What else? I went tens of thousands of dollars in debt from a WWE wrestling game. That was the standards of what a lolcow is. Now lolcow is he got mad at his audience because they weren't watching his videos. You guys are so fucking pathetic. It's unreal. Am I seriously supposed to believe that you are human beings like me? Am I really, I mean, honestly, I'm supposed to sit here, take a deep breath, you know, completely calm and say, the people writing this, liking it, supporting it, those are people, human beings. You are not fucking human. You're not human. I'm not convinced, as I'm famous for saying. I'm absolutely not fucking convinced for even a second that you are people like me. You're not.
Yeah, this
You're
is all
fucking
classic.
not.
It's like, it's everybody else's fault except me. I'm not a lolcow because I'm not as bad as DSP. Like, okay, buddy. Getting mad at people, getting mad at your own audience for like providing commentary on shit you put out on the fucking internet. You put this out on the internet and you ask for commentary. You left the comments open. Well, why are you upset that people are going to give their opinion? You asked for it. You literally asked for it. Let's see what
Okay,
this
mods, ban every Kiwi tranny trying to bait. And yet you are allowed to use your discretion. I'm serious.
I can't believe this guy's shit is getting kicked in by a bunch of trannies, chat. A bunch of men, psycho, mentally ill men in dresses are knocking down this guy's door and rubbing their HRT gocks all over his face. And he has to beg for help from the Jannies to sweep him up. I can't believe the trannies are epically owning this chud so well.
Go get a job. Also, your brother was homeless. But I make more money than you do. Why would I get a job? Look, right there. You see that? That's in a month. That's probably
$7,000 in a month. Let's see. Hold up. I just want to see this real quick. Hold up. Median U.S. income per annum. Let's see. 42,000 in 2023. Okay, so 7,140,18 times 12, 85,000. It makes almost exactly double what someone would make. The average person, like the average guy fixing a car or something. And this is what he has to deal with as a consequence, though, is that you're like the guy that goes to work every day and makes 40,000. He knows he's working 40 hours a week. He knows what he's going to be dealing with. He knows that he's going to get paid at the end of the week. He doesn't have to like shuck and jive for Neil Mahan. He doesn't have to like put out posts begging for people to do things to like make sure that his income stays up. He doesn't have that uncertainty in his life.
Like every ounce of that was deserved. Yeah, it's not about like, I'm not going to force you to watch every video I make. That's missing the point completely. I'm saying if you just don't want to see my videos in general, don't just click on them and write a comment. Like that actually hurts now. Like if you don't want to see it, I mean, watch a different channel, I guess. But the point is, I might be in trouble here because if they're trying to kill rage bait content, my channel definitely qualifies as that, you know? So I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Hopefully they revert some of this or maybe tweak it, but I could be in trouble.
He what is screwing him up apparently is that YouTube changes how it calculates views now. So the views that are accredited towards your channel and towards each video are not the same as they used to be. And as a consequence, he's getting fewer views. And I suppose that that means that what the fuck? That means that he's not being promoted in the algorithm as much. So that's basically the gist of it, is that and I suppose that he's trying to think, like, why are my views going down? And it's probably a thing where they have to watch more than 10 seconds or something. And before it was like less than that, if they like watch the video at all. It might have even been a thing where I'm aware that in certain platforms, if you hover your cursor over the video to watch a preview of it, it counted as a view. And that's because the platform was trying to artificially inflate how many views it got. So all sorts of shit like that. I know on TikTok, it's like 3 seconds of a video counts as a view or something. So they changed something like that, and now his videos aren't doing so well.
And again, like I don't need to explain it for the millionth time, but the point of the rage was not, oh, people aren't watching my video, how dare you? It's more like, I'm trying to tell you something is wrong, and you guys are gaslighting me with your retardation. You know, you don't know what you're talking about. You speak with confidence about something you don't know anything about at all. And that's very annoying. That's pretty much the reason why I was so pissed when I woke up this morning.
So what you're saying is, mods, ban anybody trying to give me advice. Appearing offline does not work. Is that what I'm getting? Is it something along those lines, buddy?
Yeah, so VOD watchers, make sure to watch the first 90 minutes. The normies got what they fucking deserved, finally. I fucking, and
does this guy watch anime?
Of course, because there's plenty of them.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and
really
say yes, he watches anime.
Normies,
What's his favorite anime, chat?
Not the Troons. Griffin got 7,000 on his recent bid on Sony increasing prices. He normally gets 20, 50K. Exactly.
Oh yeah, I remember. He's the lolly guy.
It's not a coin.
I remember. He's the lolly guy. Sorry. Look, I've got small head, many big thoughts. Okay, I've been working on fucking file storage. My least favorite job in any IT anything is dealing with disk. I hate disk. I hate arrays. I hate file servers. I hate file servers software. Okay, I fucking despise it, and I hate dealing with it. And I've been doing it all week. So now all the shit about synth and the lolly stuff, it's in a fucking void. I had to delete that shit to make room, just like on a disk. If you think about it,
coincidence. It's not a coincidence.
The Fuda dad guy. That's right. I remember him now. He's the guy that's
trying to tell me.
He's the guy that asked his father live on air about the cock and balls and vagina thing. And his dad tried to play along, and then after a while, it was like extremely awkward. I remember this.
That, you know, it's a coincidence is unbelievable. It's like, who the fuck are you people, and why are you watching this channel? You came to the wrong place to not be noticing patterns. That's all I'm saying. Okay. All right. Yeah. Count Dankula's last vid on Barry Seal only has 34K views after 11 hours. It's definitely something weird happening. This is what I'm telling you. Ever since they changed what counts as a view.
Is that true, though?
It's deleting, you know, tens of thousands because people are arbitrarily not watching however long they're supposed to. You know? And I do wish more people.
What was the video? The video on Barry Seal. Oh, yeah. Okay, he's got 84,000 views after 7 days. That does feel a bit low for him because he's a big guy. But I mean, if they're counting views differently, you look back on his other videos and you see that, some of them get like 120,000 views. So it does seem a lot lower, but if they're just counting the views differently, that might be the same number of views, just reflected in a different statistic. That's not necessarily that they're less popular. It could literally be that the same number of people or more are watching and they're just counting the views differently, right?
People would watch the videos, don't get me wrong. But no doubt this huge decline in viewership is hurting people's reach in the algorithm. It has to, unless they changed everything else about how the algorithm works to meet this new view change. I don't think they did. I think a fuck ton of people are going to be losing money in the next, who knows how long, at least month. At bare minimum, at least 1 month. And that's if they care enough to try and fix.
As I mentioned before, I'm like a secret, I gave up a while ago, but I used to be like a secret enjoyer of Jim Sterling. And even after he tuned out, I still stuck with him for a long time until it just became so like raunchy and sexual that I couldn't stand it anymore. But there was a period of tranny Sterling that was just Jim Sterling, but like gayer, if you can believe that. And because I respect him as a consumer advocate. I respect, I am a true meritocracy libertarian, okay? I can see people who are fucking nuts, who disgust me, and I can still be like, this guy is a good consumer advocate, and I appreciate what he has to say on the topic. And that's just how I am. I'm a real fucking egalitarian when it comes to people, okay? And there was a time where Jim Sterling said something like, he put it so well. He said, "I've seen YouTubers talk about the YouTube algorithm like they're trying to divine tea leaves or like it's a religious thing. Like I've heard people talk about the YouTube algorithm in ways that you only ever hear people talk about God and God's will. Like what is God's will? What is our purpose here? What does the algorithm seek from us today? Every day you must wake up and must ask yourself, you must pray and ask, what does the algorithm want me to accomplish today with my time on YouTube?" And it's the exact same shit. It's like he's perfectly fucking right about that. Like people do talk with religious reverence in regards to the whims of fucking YouTube because it's such a shit ass fucking platform. And it's like this. I'm watching this guy have like a religious existential crisis. Like his faith in God has been shaken. He's like, I don't understand, man. I went to mass every day. I prayed. My kids are all baptized, and yet still the trannies shot through the windows and shot at parishioners. Whence cometh the evil, Lord? Why did you not stop this? Why did you allow this to happen to good people? And he's like, I did everything you wanted, Neil Mahan. I censored everything that you wanted me to censor. I never brought up the JQ. And I did everything you asked from me. And yet you still do this to me. You still rein in my views. You reduce my ad rev. Why? What have I done? I've always been faithful. I've always been loyal to you. And yet I suffer. I suffer here. Why? How could this happen? Literally, that's the exact same shit. It's the exact same kind of fucking, because it's so like complicated and lofty and you have no insights into it. And it's just this fucking cloud over you that does whatever the fuck it wants. It might as well be God as far as these people are concerned.
This change could be way longer than that. So we'll see. Sorry, Cynthia, cannot be right about something until my favorite 1 million sub channel talks about it. Exactly. The cooking YouTuber I mentioned before has like 5 million subs, only got 356k views in his last video in 2 days. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are hurting, man.
Not me. Not me. I'm doing better than ever. Thanks for asking.
I said it 9 hours ago about Shad, but you can.
I come from the bottom. I'm from the bottom of the depths. Nobody could hurt me anymore. You could walk over me and I'd not feel any pressure. That's how low I was sunk. And now everything is better. I get a little bit more and suddenly it's like I get access to fucking Kick subscriptions and suddenly that's quintupling my ability, okay?
Proof of algo stuff and normie/haters will say he fell off, his content sucks now. It's just dishonest. Absolutely. Like, they'll literally pretend
But
as if I changed specifically in the last 2 weeks and became shit.
that's the thing, though. Okay, his cope there is that. His cope there is that when people are gonna say, "No, bro, your views are lower because your shit sucks more," like that's them lying to make you feel bad. That's their cope. But what is the other explanation? You know, it's God. It's the Godgorithm, algorithm. It's their fault. That's also another like classic fucking lolcow cope. It's like it's not me. It's not me. It's the children who are wrong. People, they're just subscribed when they shouldn't be. It's their fault.
It's like, why?
Oh, I forgot what I was going to say. This was my point. I don't know anything. I didn't know anything about this guy until a couple months ago. And then a couple months ago, suddenly people are talking about him. They're kicking up shit. They're making fun of him. I'm hearing about it. When I start hearing about something, it's bad. And generally speaking, if there's a guy on the internet who has a large following and I'm hearing about him for the first time, it's a bad sign. I have a very narrow list of things that I watch and YouTubers that I take, like Jim Sterling, obviously high up on the mantle of people that I watch. So I have a very limited window of things that I concern myself with. So if I start hearing about you, it's a really bad sign. So I can't tell you what's changed in the last couple of months to drive people away. I can tell you with 100% certainty that I had never heard of you. I'd never watched any of your videos. I didn't know anything about you. And then in the last couple of months, I have. So that's bad. You might want to look into what's causing that.
Well, like, what? You don't even believe this. This is just rage bait. That's it. It's just rage bait. And I did take the bait. Absolutely, I took the fucking bait. You know, this whole stream has been a rage stream. The only thing the stream is missing is me writing chill stream in the title. Then it would have been a true SyntheticMan stream. Absolutely. I just don't. My voice is going to be hurting tomorrow, 100%.
It's a 9-hour long stream, is why he's saying that. So. He's been talking about the algorithm for 9 fucking hours. So that's the SyntheticMan update. Apparently, YouTube punishing the goodest boys who managed to stay on Neil Mahan's good side all this dark times. It's just not fair. It's just not fair.